So what is your expert opinion on this one, and what's your opinion on how Fnatic are doing in this tournament?
I think Begrip is going to get this one out, because really, Rivera is one of the best players in this game. And Frags has been playing really good as well in this tournament. Well, and then to the other question. Well, we've been playing pretty good. We kind of raged TEX09 in our second group stage game. Mint played really well, and if he's gonna keep playing like that, we're definitely gonna have a chance to win this.
Right, so we are getting underway here as Dignitas start pushing through. And they're down to a 5-on-2 already. I think Mick said, why is Tiddy casting?
Blackman.
Oh, it was Blackman that said it was it. Raz shuts down. We'll go through the roster in just a moment. It looks like the bomb is going to go in. Last man standing is Nico Kick. And he gets shut down, so that's the easy round to start with for Dignitas on the attack. So they chose to attack as well. So let's give you a roster rundown for Dignitas. We're going to have Raz, Blackmane, Mick, Sko, and Zenith. For Begrip, not easy to pronounce these ones. Nico Kick, Izka, Coyote, River, and Herbal.
Tuck.
Mick
opens up the fragging. Begrip down a man. Dignitas, well,
Sneeze?
Dignitas are in a spot of bother, actually. Yesterday, the conflicting stories as to what Blackmane said, but, well, Blackmane's going to miss all of those knives. He finishes off the job on River. Blackmane said that, basically, after the match against someone, Blackmane jumped up and said to Sko, "You're beep, why don't we just kick you?"
Yeah.
Something along those lines. Now, Tiddy, if that was to happen in Fnatic, I mean, is that would that ever be like a positive thing? I mean, you can't honestly, having heard that, knowing that it was said in seriousness, do you believe that Dignitas stand any chance of winning this with such internal conflicts?
Yeah, sure. It screws up for them. But Blackman has always been a rager. He's never gonna change that, I think, unless something changes with his hair. But Sko is a great player. He's probably gonna think that is like he's just gonna look past it and realize that Blackman was just in a rage mode and probably gonna forgive him pretty soon. And he's probably gonna camp this match out again and play really good.
Well, I mean, they said, I was speaking to them outside before this, they're all back in, friendly terms. They're all eating the ice creams together. They're all, oh, my ham sandwich delivered. Get the hell out of there. I'm having that. But yeah, they were all saying, yeah, we're all made up. We're all happy. If Blackmane rages, they're going to gag him. The whole team said that, so. So I think it's, they stood up against, with Sko, really.
Because I'm not sure you can do that. Blackmane's the only one consistently performing.
Absolutely, he is. But when you're performing like that, yeah, great. But you're also a negative on the team when you like that. So,
this has been
one man is not a team.
But it doesn't matter. You can go a long, long way back to the I-33 finals when Sko wasn't in the team. Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
It was new in the team. And Blackmane was still top fragging.
But it's his influence that we attributed to winning that I-33 tournament.
Blackmane or Sko?
Sko.
True, but Blackmane's still top fragging. Blackmane being angry now is no different. He's top fragging when he's angry, and other players aren't stepping up. He's top fragging when he's not angry, and other players aren't stepping up. So, I don't believe it's a negative effect. I think the other players have to step it up, and that's how you do it. I mean, just so you know, it's 4-0 in this game, and Begrip haven't really showed up yet. Hence why we're
waffling,
discussing about Blackmane. And I think you can. Some of it is a tough love regime and motivating. It came out that after the MYM versus Impact game this morning, Morg on the 12-11 round, with a lot of profanities in between, said, "Come on, step it up, stop throwing it away," and was really right on the shoulders of his team. And that was the round they won.
In the ears of the team as well.
Yeah, that was the round they won.
Socklon said, "I'm so glad they went B at that last round, otherwise we wouldn't have won it." So that's another player thinking, I'm going to have to win this for the team here.
My point was more that tough love that that Morg gave MYM worked, potentially because of that or not, your choice. And Blackmane, perhaps his tough love, will motivate SCO or deliver from SCO. I don't know.
Let's look at the frags right now. You can see that, well, Mick seems to be the top fragger at the moment. And SCO fragging ahead of Blackmane just right now. But we are in early stages. We're down to a 2-on-2, and this is where Begrip really want to pick it up. And Dignitas, being pegged as second favourites for this tournament in the odds on xlbet.com, they really have a lot to go, because in terms of solid teams at this event, they're definitely not one of them, with some very strange results. They said they weren't really awake for that Lowland Lions game. It was the crack of dawn. It was very early on.
It wasn't even that early. They played earlier at CDC.
But Lowland Lions are
and
not
AEF.
a bad team.
They played earlier at AEF and CDC.
That's very true, but they only had Okrana and...
they had to play UF early on CDC.
Oh, at CDC, I'm thinking. Oh, I was thinking AEF. But well, yeah, you know, I don't know. Maybe they're just using excuses to tell themselves. 11 seconds on the bomb here, and he's actually getting and defusing it. Will he allow him? Surely he won't. No, he won't. SCO's there, picks him out, 5-0, and we can see the frags that SCO is actually doing all right in this one. Blackmane is not.
Yeah,
it's early days.
It's early days against an opponent who just aren't in the same league as Dignitas. If Dignitas drop more than 4 rounds on this, it's a failure. Those are the words of Tiddy, not me.
However, they did beat H2K this morning.
They did beat H2K this morning, and I'm glad I didn't put money on H2K for that one.
You question that result. But Tiddy said earlier on that they weren't really taking it seriously. Was it you that was saying it? Someone was saying it. They weren't really taking it seriously. They're just rushing around, you know, bunch of people just charging in, randomly playing. They were playing like they were on a public server.
What just happened? Dignitas surrendered a 5-2 lead into a 2-on-1. Last man standing is Coyote, and he's downed at 6-0. And, well, in Tiddy's opinion, Dignitas is going to pick this one up relatively easy. Thank you. I mean, looking at this one, let's talk broader, because with the greatest respect, perhaps we didn't, you know, this match is perhaps not living up to potential expectations. Talk broadly now. Tiddy, on the grand scheme of things in Call of Duty 4, what are the Americans doing that the Europeans aren't?
Well, big question.
Oof, yeah, that's a great question. Well, as it seems, they are really taking it more slowly than other European teams in the start of the matches, like really checking what the European teams are doing before they actually start using the tactics. It seems like they have a lot of different tactics than we do. They don't really use tac nades that much. That's what I've seen anyway. They just like save them and nade whenever they know where they are. It's kind of good, but I think it's more important to get the entry frags you can get with tactical nades.
Do you think that Pandemic were perhaps underestimated, certainly before AEF and certainly before this, because they were always seen as second best to EG?
Yes, I really think. Probably because Pandemic never ever went to European LAN before, and EG did. EG played really well, and then everyone said that EG was the best team in America. So, put that way, yeah, that's probably why they were underestimated.
Everyone went off the results of I-33, thought, well, they couldn't win there, so they're never going to win here. And nobody really researched them either. That was the strange thing, whereas Pandemic came into this and they said probably they're the team that spent the most time on a server in North America, and probably the UK, since in Europe it seems to be uncool. Begrip are going to pick up their first round here, which is a big point for them, but I don't think it's going to change the way of the game too much. But they did say, you know, they spend a lot of time in the server where a lot of the European teams don't do it because it's not seen as cool, which I've never understood. I mean,
there's a lot of cool things about online video gaming.
Well, exactly. I mean, I've never seen the whole e-cool business of, oh, we don't practice tac nades because so we're cool. But, you know, if you go into a tournament and get rage, then you're seriously uncool.
You've been told, boys and girls. You have been told. Man has spoken. Amen, brother. Woo! Coyote opens up with a set nade on to SCO. As Dignitas have had their lead cut to 5 in this one. Mick has just watched someone hop across the screen, and Dignitas down a man here. Their lead could be cut down here quite significantly. Mick's going to have to get himself involved. And he's not going to. It's a 4-on-1. Begrip up in this one. Zenith last man standing. as he makes his way through. He's got a lot to do. Found one, but position given away. And Begrip on fire! Picking up 2 rounds in a row.
Sure, fired be the word, but certainly picking up the rounds. So, I mean, Dignitas, after getting that 6-0 advantage, suddenly, you know, you hit that relaxed mode really as a gamer. You think, oh, this is easy. And you just, the concentration slips. And maybe what's happening with MYM, I'm not too sure, but they don't seem to be able to close out games at the moment. They're just not too sure what's going on with MYM at the moment. They have the potential, but don't seem to be living up to it. And Pandemic, as far as I can think, are the only team here that have been solid throughout. I don't think any team's not had a blip in at the moment, but I'm hard pressed to think through all the groups that are going.
Maybe Komakuru, but they're not here. Here in spirit.
Yeah, they're certainly watching the streams, and if you are watching the streams, guys, get yourselves into #QuadV. Plenty of you in there. I know it's lunchtime on a Friday. Many of you are at work. And
but let's face it, you've got nothing better to do.
Oh, well, I can see Chadman. He's watching it. He's still got the stream running. He hasn't got the sound go, but he can see the pictures, which is nice.
Supposed to be working, Chad.
It's supposed to be working. So Blackman with his scope. Lots been talked about him. Mick does shut down Koyochi. Blackman does work his way in towards Statue. Mick in support. Switches to the SMG. There's someone in the corner towards the baths. He does shut down Mick. It was River working his way through, and Blackman shuts it down. 7-2 the scores now. Looking at the frags. Blackman bottom fragger.
You know, I liken Blackman to Didier Drogba. I mean, Drogba is a negative guy. He's a nasty guy, but you can't take him out of that Chelsea lineup because they can't win without him. And so, I mean, perhaps that's your likening. He's got long hair as well, so you're 2 for 2 on that fact.
Doesn't wear an Alice band though.
Sometimes.
Joe stole it.
And that is that comparison between sport. Joking aside, sometimes your best players are your most temperamental. Your Cantonars, for example, are your most temperamental, and sometimes you just have to put up with that. In the words of the great Oliver Jester Aldridge, bloody artists. Begrip homing in on their 3rd round. It's all on Mick. They've just picked up the bomb, Dignitas. A minute into this round. And Mick between a rock and a very, very hard place. They know exactly where he is. How they close him out when they know he's in spawn, I have no idea. They're going to allow him to take another frag with 40 seconds to go. Mick's got no ammo in either gun as he darts back through. 1 on 3 now. This would be... he's got one to his right that he couldn't see. And Herbal picks it up. And there we go. Round going to Begrip, who right now are the form side, having won 3 out of the last 4 rounds.
And that's what you get for completely noob gamers that have no clue about football. He said Didier Drogba, as in the Chelsea forward. But I have no idea who Derogab is. I have not idea. Not idea. In the words of Didier Drogba, yes, boss. So, that double frag straight away there. Zenith does work his way through there. Blackman with a grenade on Herbal. That's going to even things up to 3 on 3. Koyochi and Nico Kick shut down Mick. And combined now, but Zenith replies. Zenith gets shut down. And suddenly, Blackman is in this all too familiar situation of being the last man standing for Dignitas. If Begrip can pull this back to a 7-5, be quite impressive. And 7-3 down at the moment. Blackman picking up the bomb. 50 seconds on the clock. What can he do in this 2-on-1? Looking at the frag-wise, he's actually slowly picking himself up there. Still only got 6 frags out in this match. So maybe he's having a little bit of an emo session. Looking for the frag. Will he go towards the bomb site? Oh, he just caught a glimpse there. Didn't land that frag though. And he does the second time through the dumpster. See, that's the Americans rubbing off on me. I could normally call that bins. But the dumpster it is. Bomb planted. River the last man standing in a 1v1 against the very experienced Blackman. And when you get in these situations, you've got to feel that you do have that confidence situation. You've got to be confident as a player, but when you know you're up against such a big name, it kind of gets the nerves going a little bit, I just think. And River Going looking. Blackmane's got himself a defensive situation. River hasn't gone for any fake defuse yet. He's just... Where is he going?
Nice gentle stroll.
He's actually left himself... He's run out of the range. He can't get the bomb. What is he doing? I have no idea what River was playing at, but... Like we said, you get the nervous in those situations, but I think his mind's completely gone. The bomb's a B, yeah.
And Dignitas have dropped 3 rounds to this team. I mean, blimey. Remember, Tiddy said dropping 3 rounds would be a catastrophe for Dignitas at the beginning of this match. Well, they've already done it. Save the bar. Here we go. But Blackmane won that round from a 1-on-2, albeit with some help from the opposition. And that's why you can't turn him down. He did pick up that round for Dignitas, and he has just shut down River in the middle there. Now looking for another one. Misses. Herbal takes it. Well, as someone dart past the wall, Zenith goes for it. Doesn't get it. Mick gets himself one back. Dignitas up by 2. As they go on through. Raz will get himself one in as well. Dignitas look to finish the job off 3-on-1. Herbal's dropped Sko. Sorry, has been dropped by Sko. And Coyote is the last man standing. In a moment we'll get to the thoughts of Roskilde Ravens superstar Fryak, as Sko's just been picked off by Coyote. Dignitas players running around like headless chickens in the middle of that road at the moment. And Coyote is hungry. Gonna need to reload in a second now, but he'll still find the frag regardless. 1-on-1. Coyote versus Mick for the round. Coyote's pulled this back from a 3-on-1 and has the scent of Dignitas star player Mick. Mick. And Mick, though, will show him how it's done. Picks the frag up and wins the round. Now the thoughts of Ravens Fryak.
Well, I mean, more importantly for Fryak, obviously he's super playing at the moment. You're sitting currently in 2nd place ahead of Impact. Not too sure exactly if that table is completely correct yet, because you did beat Impact.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're looking at possibly win a bracket here. Really depends on the results. What happen now?
We're pretty sure of winning bracket now, because
Yeah?
it's first in the matches between the 2 teams, and then it's round afterwards. So we're pretty sure of a 3rd place in our group.
Which unbelievably means that Impact, despite their first fantastic result against the Isuba and almost beating MYM, or getting the draw,
Exactly.
it looks like they're going to go through loser bracket, which is a little harsh, I find.
Yeah. But stuff happens on that.
It certainly does. So during this match, what do you think of Begrip versus Dignitas? I mean, Dignitas, they've had their problems yesterday. We all saw it here in the arena.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to pull through?
Would do much better than they've done here, but when we played them a few days ago, they played really good on strike, but it might just be our defense that's really crap.
What about your performance on strike yesterday individually? Are you happy with that?
No, our performance on strike yesterday was quite poor.
Classic Fryjack at times, lots of frags.
Yeah, I played pretty well, but Woomsey bottom fragged hard, and our team
like
just
2.
couldn't handle A at all. So we're gonna go talk about that map before we go into playoffs.
And what about Hugo's mum?
Hugo Mum says hi to Tosspot.
Yeah, what we did off air we won't go into. So, Dignitas at the moment leading this as expected. River with a shot on Blackmane there, scope on scope. And he's working his way in. Sko and Zenith against River. He's got it all to do. He just wasn't quite sure where the bomb was at A. Let's see if he knows where it is at B. At, oh, the other way around here, you know what I mean. It's 10-3. Dignitas romping.
It is 10-3, and well, this is looking rather good for Dignitas as they look to finish off the job. You can join #QuadV to talk to Sequence Lad, and he'll update you on the latest jokes. Zenith's going to get himself a frag onto Iska there. 4-on-5 in favour of the Digimons.
Someone mentioning the fact that the overlay is wrong. Well, yeah, that's what you get when I'm sat waiting for the my sandwich for half an hour. A Tosspot takes over.
I don't know why he...
There we go. Group D strike.
Why you ordered sandwich 5 minutes before the match. I would have waited until afterwards, because we're taking a break after this game. Scousers can't be trusted.
We steal players as well.
Here we go. 5 on 3. 4 on 1. Mixed picks up the frag. Coyote's down. And Dignitas are 2 away from victory. This game that is, well, slipping away from Begrip. 3 rounds they've picked up. They're not looking like they're going to get anywhere near this one. And really, the golfing class between the two sides has been quite wide.
Yeah, they're not really looking like the team that beat H2K. They're looking... Maybe they're like rabbit in headlights, I guess you could say at the moment. It's good, comes through. Zenith just getting completely confident now. Dignitas starting to roll over them as Herbal gets shut down by Blackmane with that scope. Over at B, smoke down there. Zenith completely confident to just lie in the open and wait for them to come around that corner. Raz also lined up. It's actually still quite disciplined play really from Dignitas considering the score they're on. They're still holding the line completely. They're not rushing into it. Maybe that is Sko's influence. We don't know. They're on a 5 on 2 advantage already. Blackmane does shut down Coyote. Suddenly the last man standing once again is River. I don't fancy his chances because Mick's there. It's 12-3. And at the moment, Dignitas are romping away with this one, Tosspot.
Yeah, we've got a score update coming from Tidda. H2K have beaten... No. Asuba have beaten H2K. No.
No, they're not playing each other.
Asuba have beaten Tanix. Oh,
Which,
not quite.
but that means Impact go to the loser bracket now, unfortunately for them.
Fortunately for George.
Yeah, which means no money.
Unless they win it all.
Of course.
Here we go, on board with Izka. Grenades across, Coyote drops Sko. Blackmane comes in with another frag as they will dart through. Izka's got 1. This could be the winning round for Dignitas. 3 on 3. Blackmane finds the grenade frag, drops Nico kick. Excuse me. Izka going to come back.
Oh dear.
Razmane is down. It is a 2 on 2. How did this team beat H2K? No offense. Mick drops Izka. It's all on River to save Begrip here. They would potentially, if they lose this, they could find themselves 4th. If Reason Gaming are able to pick up the win. They have lost. It's 13-3. Forget the past 30 minutes of your life. They were inconsequential. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been on Quad V, brought to you in association with XLBet.com.